close my eyes and colors fly. There's no hiding from your grace. I can't deny your heart for mine, and it's unrelenting chase. I was on the edge of deception, caught up in my own hesitation, until your love took over me. So I let go and I let love show me life like it's supposed to be. An oasis, here awaits us, all the freedom I'll ever need. Now I'm alive. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I found life. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I found life. When I let go, then I found life. The highway is calling me to a life unlike before. The Father's heart is beckoning, and I can't resist no more. Lead me in the ways of devotion. Don't wanna get caught in the motion. My heart is only for you, Lord. Oh, so I let go and I let love show me life like it's supposed to be. An oasis, here awaits us, all the freedom I'll ever need. Now I'm alive. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I found life. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I found life. La 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 la. When I let go. So I let go and I let love show me life like it's supposed to be. An oasis, here awaits us, all the freedom I'll ever need. Now I'm alive. When I let go, then I found life. When I let go, then I found life. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I found life. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I found life. When I let go, then I found life. When I let go, then I found life.
Hey everybody, this is Shikana. Welcome to our first ever youth talk show. We are so excited that you're tuned in today. We are so pumped up to share our views, our thoughts about young people, what they're going through, what they're facing. So before we get into it, so can we please introduce ourselves?
Hi everyone, this is Marina Andrea here.
And I am Tanisha.
Hey, hi, I'm Ronak.
Okay, so what are you all doing these days?
Nothing. I just watch Netflix and chill. So yeah.
Okay, just figuring out which college to go. Okay, and you?
Yeah, well, so my exams are approaching very soon, so I wake up early and attend my online classes.
My
Wow,
God, you're
it's
so
so-
studious.
Exactly.
It's nothing like that. I'm pursuing my degree final year, so
Oh,
I need to
that's
work hard,
great.
right?
That's amazing. So, what is your daily routine? What do you do? When do you get up? When do you sleep? Like, what do you do in your daily routine?
I sleep night around 3 or
Oh, wow.
2:30.
Amazing. What do you do the whole night?
I play games.
Okay.
And yeah, I play games and it depends. Like when do I sleep and when do I wake up? If I
When do
sleep
you
at,
get okay? Suppose you sleep at 3. When do you get up?
I wake up at 12.
Okay, wow. And then you eat your lunch or you eat your breakfast.
I eat my brunch.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Okay, so when do you sleep?
Same as a 12 or
She sleeps at 3.
3, yeah.
You sleep at 3?
Yeah, 3 sometimes, or maybe 12.
What do you do? You don't play games, right?
Maybe like, videos, YouTube.
Instagram, just
Yeah.
scrolling Instagram.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, when do you sleep?
Yeah, well, during lockdown, I used to sleep early in the morning. Whole night we used to play games or something like that.
Okay.
And now, as soon as I got my timetable, I started preparing for my exam.
Oh, that's very nice.
Nice.
That's really great. So, are you going through any career pressure in your life? Because many of the young people are going through how it is for you.
Yes, I was going through career pressure all these days, like because of the pandemic in the world. The students of class 10th and 12th grade are not able to take, like they're not able to set the goal for what they want to do.
Yeah.
So it's necessary to set your goal in life.
Yeah.
So they say no, like if you sow a seed now
Yeah.
in your garden, it will reap later.
Yeah.
So it is very necessary to set your goal in life,
Yeah.
and yeah.
So, like, how do you find your purpose in life? Like, how do you deal with that?
Well, as I said, it's very necessary to set your goal in life. You have to look up to, like if you don't have any goal in life, you have to try figuring it out.
Yeah.
Like how you can go ask your parents. You
Yeah.
can take help from your parents
Yeah.
or from your friends, like who are close to you, and who you look up to.
Yeah.
Well, I personally went and asked for my sister, who I used to look up to,
Yeah.
and now I'm focused on
So
that
you're
goal.
settled right now. Like, you know
So-
what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so yeah, and few children are like, they don't know what they do, they don't have proper guidance.
Yes.
So they can actually go for a career counseling.
Yes.
So, and and few I mean, if you take for an example, few parents are not that supportive for their children.
Yes.
Because they want the child what they want to do.
Yeah.
Like if a mother is a teacher, she
Yeah.
wants a student.
Yeah.
I mean, she wants a daughter also to be a teacher.
Yeah.
So, and if that daughter doesn't like, again that leads to mental health
True.
and all.
Yeah.
So yeah, and few parents will encourage their children a
Yeah.
lot,
Yes.
and few parents, what they'll do, they'll only see they only see the good for the children,
Yeah.
like to be succeeding in life,
Yeah.
and to have a proper life and a prosperous life.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
Okay, that's really great. So, would you like to end up by saying something and by encouraging any like few words or anything like that?
yeah. So I would suggest all the young people out there to set your goal in life. If you
Yeah.
don't have if you don't have a goal in life, try figuring it out. Try
Yeah.
figuring out who you look up to, or with your parents, or go for career counseling. So yeah, and you have to set your goals right, and set your vision right, and set your purpose in life right,
Yeah.
so that you will reach your goal in life, and
Yeah.
and you should not be discouraged by anyone. You have to always be happy and prosperous in life. That's it. Thank you.
So, what type of relationship a young person should have with their parents and elders? I mean, how it is?
No,
What do
like,
you think?
parents really want their children to be successful in their life. But the main issue here between the youngsters and parents are lack of communication.
That's so true.
And when you don't have a proper relationship or proper communication with your youngsters, they
Yeah.
keep separating themselves.
Yep.
They, nowadays they
They
hang,
want to be in their own
own
space.
their
Yeah.
space, and they keep hanging around with their friends.
They totally forget about parents.
Exactly, and they
Yeah.
don't, spend some,
Quality time.
quality
Yeah.
time with their
True.
parents, and even as well as even the parents. Same, they have office work, or they need to handle household work.
Yeah.
So it's like really difficult for both of them to have
Manage. Yeah.
manage. So they keep separating themselves from parents, and they like some other things which can affect teens,
Yeah.
and this is like the issue that happens happening between teenagers and parents, lack of communication. Like few teenagers don't express themselves, but few will.
Yes.
So,
So yeah, the
yeah.
main thing what you're saying is it's lack of communication.
Yes, yeah, lack of
Yeah.
communication. And they feel that parents don't understand
Yeah.
their feelings,
Yes.
and
Yes.
they don't listen whatever they're telling.
Yeah.
So it's like, sometimes, like, parents, they'll feel, these phrases are like they keep on hearing over and
Yeah.
over again, like, you don't understand me, you
Yeah,
don't
that,
listen
that's
to
what
me.
nowadays.
so
Yeah,
true.
so
That's
those
what
are like the
nowadays.
phrases that
Yeah.
the parents keep on hearing from youngsters, teens.
That's what they say. They keep on saying to their parents. Like,
Exactly.
they
You don't understand my
Yeah.
feelings. You don't
Yeah.
listen to me.
True.
Whatever decision we take. So yes, this lack of communication like comes up. All the things together, and
Yeah.
so
That's so true. What she said. So what do you want to end by saying? Like, saying what?
by at the end, you should honor your father and mother no matter what.
Yeah.
They're just like they're they're leading you to the right path. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So we're not trying to like say that we also obviously make mistakes. We
Make
still do make mistakes, but we are trying to be perfect. We are trying to still go in that right path. So yeah, it was so good. That's so true. Nowadays, lack of communication is very important with the parent and with the children. And because nowadays people are so into friends and so into hanging out with other people, going out and all that stuff, and you don't have time to your own family members, you don't have time to your own loved ones. So it's so important to spend a quality time with your family members, because later on, once at the end of the day, they are only going to stand by your side, they are only going to be with you, they are only going to teach you, lead you in a right way. Obviously friends, only very few of them, they encourage you. Only
Encourage you.
very 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 less, how do I put it in a
Motivate.
proper way? Yeah.
Few friends
Yes,
motivate.
few
Motivate.
friends motivate you. And it's very rare actually to find such kind of people.
Friends.
So yeah, that's really good point. What you said, it's very important to have a proper communication with your parents and with your elders or whoever it is. What are your views on addictions, Ronald?
The word addiction is usually for those who consume alcohol and for drug users.
Yeah.
I feel it is irrelevant
Like, why do you feel it is irrelevant?
because it's not only about drug users and alcohol consumers, as well as it's about anything. An addiction is about anything, like using a phone, or addicted to food, addicted to coffee, or something like that. Yeah, it's all about how
yeah.
we think.
Food. What do you think? What are you
Like-
addicted to? Something?
Maybe some people are addicted to coffee and chai.
Coffee, food. I guess I'm addicted to coffee then. Coffee, food, phone. Yeah. So obviously, yeah. That's actually so true nowadays. People, the word addiction is so distinct that people start thinking the word addiction is like drugs, alcohol,
alcohol.
and whatnot. I itself don't know. So actually that point what you told is so true. It is actually even for phone nowadays. People use phones so much. Like everyone, even I use phone a lot, and I'm sure that we all use phone a
And
lot.
most important, addiction is about getting attracted to people also.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah. You even get attracted to people. You get attracted to phone. You get attracted to food, coffee. I am addicted to coffee, like always.
Food.
So like I feel it is even for mental health, and it's all in the mind. Like, what do you do? Even when you get addicted to people, it's all in the mind. Like, if suppose you like that person, you'll get addicted to it.
Yeah, especially in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah, but I was just thinking, I was just wondering, when you said about addictions and all that stuff, addictions also comes when you are in when your surroundings are bad, when you have a false influence with people, it is so, necessary for us to have a good surrounding, around us. It is so necessary to have good friends, good relationship with good people, because nowadays, if suppose we are not physically and mentally, like, right, or we are not physically and mentally, we are not spiritual, it is so easy to get influenced by that person. If suppose I'm giving an example,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's sure. That's okay.
I'm not, so suppose she's a false influence, and then I'm not physically or and mentally, right, or I'm not, like, I don't have a proper, like, mindset. I get influenced by her. So it is so necessary for us to have a proper, friend circle, or the proper, whoever is, around us. It is so, it's very very necessary. That's why, I have faced that situation in my life. It is so necessary to have a proper group of friends, or whoever it is, boys, girls, uh, if suppose that person is drinking, or suppose that person is smoking, or suppose that person has any bad habit, and you don't have that bad habit, but you start developing because that person is having that bad habit, because you're not physically and mentally strong, in yourself. So if suppose you're physically and mentally strong, I'm sure you can deal with those things. I'm sure you can handle those things. So, and yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think about false influence? Like, how it is, like, because that's what I have faced in my life. That's what I have been through, and I'm trying to still figure out. But yeah,
It all depends on the friend circle that you have.
yeah, that yeah,
And also the way you take it, like
yeah. Do you have anything to say?
No.
it's all
Okay.
about the way we think also at the same time. Like even if a person is addicted and we are stuck to in our mind that no, we shouldn't go to
Yeah.
Yes.
that it.
Yeah, it's all in the mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's what. It's all in your mind. It's all about the mental health and your how you take
How
it.
strong you are.
Yes, how strong you're mentally and you're physically are, like, it all depends on that. So yeah. Yeah, so, like, what do you think? Do you feel me, like, what I'm trying to
Oh
say?
yeah, I do feel you, but then what you're talking about is so right. Because of this false influence, like you find many youngsters going into depression and
That
stuff.
is actually so true, it's point to be noted. Like, nowadays depression is like a word which they use frequently all the time.
Yeah, and you
I'm
know
feeling
what?
low.
You even see Instagram stories of like heartbroken,
Yeah.
and all the sad, depressing songs and all.
Yeah, that is actually so true. Like, little small anything, even if suppose your mom or dad shouted also,
Like,
they'll
I'm
start
depressed.
keeping stories and all. Like, that's so true. Actually, nowadays youngsters are,
It's
so
the depression is like the trending word right now.
yeah, that's the right word actually. Yeah, depression is like the trending word nowadays. Is frequently used, like, so many people, anything but I'm depressed, I'm lonely, no one is there for me.
No one is calling me.
No.
But go to see all the people are around them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is so true. They have many friends, they hang out with many friends, but the end of the day they'll be like, I'm depressed,
Yeah.
I'm lonely.
The whole day they enjoy and the whole night when they are awake they think of all this that no one is there.
Yeah, that's so
That's maybe
true.
because they are single at the same time.
Ayyo. Wow.
Okay. Single at the same time. Yeah, so I was just thinking, that, addictions also, it can come in through false influence also. You don't get addicted to something just like that. It's very important to have a good friend circle. That's what I feel, because with whoever you spend a lot of time, with whoever you speak to, it's so important to have a good friend circle, have good people around you. It's really important, because if suppose you're not mentally and physically strong enough to handle situations, then I don't, it's very easy to, get influenced by the wrong
Yeah, right.
things. Addicted to, drugs or alcohol, and that person is doing it, and then, yeah, if suppo- and you get addicted because you're not physically and mentally strong enough to handle that. So what do? You'll be like, and that person will be like, "Arey, chalo, you also start
also
doing
start
it, no problem. It's fine. Nothing will happen. Just try once." That's how
You get
you.
influenced.
Yes, that's how you get influenced. and then you also start doing it, and then you also get addicted to it. So it's really important to keep your mind and your to be focused, and you have to be spiritually and mentally strong enough to handle these kind of situations. And after that it's important to have a good friend circle as well
Yes.
as that. Yeah. So
So yeah, whatever you said was so true.
yeah.
And leading to this false influence, many youngsters nowadays, many youngsters are dealing with a lot of depression.
Yeah, yeah, that is so true nowadays. I like that point. Yeah, so depression has been like a trending word.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been like a
Hashtag.
trending word.
Hashtag depression.
Yeah, because it's been like a trending word. Anything they'll be like, I'm depressed, I'm
I
lonely.
know nowadays you even find this Instagram stories of like broken heart and all stuff.
Yeah, so you should cope up yourself even if you're depressed. I know many people go through so many situations in life. Even I'm still going through situation in life, but keeping all that aside, try to make surround yourself with good people so that you don't get depressed also. Suppose you feel that person is wrong for you, that person, whoever is that, friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever, whoever you feel it's wrong, just cut them off. And because it's so once you get like that's how you get addicted to even with people you get addicted to like that. Because once you get addicted, it's so hard to like
Get them.
yeah, yeah, it's so hard to forget them. Even now people also, now if suppose even for boyfriend and girlfriend also, it's the same thing, even for food, even for drugs and alcohol. So it's
As well as from the past 1.5 year, I have noticed that people have lost their jobs due to this lockdown. Even they
Yes.
are much more depressed
yeah,
than
that's
what we
so
can
true now.
think
Because of
actually.
the lockdown also, so many situations have been messed up. Their lives have been messed up, and so many people are going into depression and anxiety, anger, stress level,
Yes.
so many other things, and family problems, financial problems. So it is so, it is good to have people who motivate you always, who encourage you always. Let it be family, let it be friends, let it be your relatives. It is very, very necessary for the people who encourage you, who motivate you, who speak, good in your life, who always like support you in what you do. So yeah, that's so true. Like because of this pandemic, many of them,
They've lost their jobs.
yeah, they lost their jobs, lost their loved ones, like so many other things. So yeah, I want to encourage everyone out there, whoever is depressed, whoever is facing situations in your life, whoever is going through anxiety, anger, depression, career pressure, relationship with parents, relationship with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend, whatever it is. I want to encourage all of you all. We all go through those problems. We still go through we still go through those problems. We are not perfect at all, but God will always help you. Start believing in God, start having faith in God always. And yeah, young people, please don't get depressed all the time. Be always happy, encourage one another, encourage your friends, encourage your family members, whoever's going, if suppose they're going through a bad day, just call them up and say, hey, are you doing good, are you doing fine. That will encourage that person so much, that will motivate a person so much. It's so important nowadays. Now, as even when you see the situations outside, it is so important to encourage and motivate, speak good, and support one another. So I want you all to do that. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we are so happy and we are so blessed to share our views, our thoughts, and how did we feel. And so thank you for bearing us. So yeah, please install our app called Life to All Nations. You will be seeing us there, and yep. Stay tuned, guys. Bye.
Bye.